Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're starting a new series. It has name MINDFLOW. I don't know if it will stay or not. Those won't be these fast dynamic videos when I give you pure information on how to deal with stuff in Poland. Those will be anything from social to political topics. So, if you're looking for pure information on this channel, this video is probably not for you. But if you enjoyed our previous videos, then stick around, you might like also this one. Also, one more disclaimer that those videos, I called it a series. And yes, I mean, it is a kind of series, but it won't be regular. I will be publishing them whenever I feel like I want to talk to you about something. And today is one of those times. Also, we didn't have any other idea what to record today, so we're gonna do this. And it will be like that sometimes. So don't expect it like I will tell you that every month, every 2 weeks now. I will do it when I will do it, when I will feel like it. And today I feel like it, so let's go. Today we're gonna talk about the rent situation in Poland. Mainly why you cannot rent an apartment. And by you, I mean anyone and everyone at the same time. It is very difficult. It is very difficult for Polish people to get nice apartments in good location within their budgets. You're a foreigner, it's even harder for you. So, like I said, I will be talking with little to no or just no preparation today. I'm more of little to no preparation. I made myself a few points that I want to talk to you about. And first point is, in Poland we don't have enough flats. There are estimations that 2 up to 3 million properties. We're lacking 2 up to 3 million of properties. Does it mean that people are homeless? No, obviously there is not that many homeless people in here. But it means, it suggests that there is a problem. People not only cannot afford to buy their own home, people also struggle to afford renting one. And how you're supposed to save up money if you need to rent and it takes 70% of your salary? It's simply impossible. And yes, someone might say, oh, but in smaller city, yes, but your job is in Warsaw, so you don't want to live in Płock and drive 3 hours a day. So obviously you need to rent in Warsaw, and the prices of rent got really expensive. Yes, they might be cheaper than last year, but it doesn't mean that they are cheap. It's still super expensive. Those are very minor changes. Well, good that those were minor changes down, not up. That would start getting even more problematic. But I said that you have also much harder because you're a foreigner. And yes, that's true. Foreigners in Poland, I would say, even though there is more and more and more of them every single day, every single year I wanted to say, but yeah, day is also quite accurate. Every single day new foreigners come to Poland for studies or for work. But not all Polish people speak English. Not all Polish people avoid thinking with the stereotypes related to immigrants often, because we all know that many immigrants, most of immigrants coming to Poland, they come from third world countries. Does it mean that those people are in a way that they're not trustworthy enough to rent them apartment? No, it's not how it works. But there is still the stereotype that you might not be exactly the most trustworthy tenant. People are scared to rent to foreigners, but also some of people would be willing to rent to you. They just don't speak English, so they don't know how to communicate with you. For some, they know that, well, okay, I can rent to this gentleman that is an immigrant and don't speak Polish, or I can wait 2 weeks and find a Polish person to rent this from me. So why would they make an effort, yeah? That's also quite a problem. Also, foreigners are considered as a risky tenant. In the same way, well, not the same, in a different way, but also very risky. as single mothers. Actually, now everyone is considered as a risky tenant. But yeah, especially single mothers and foreigners are considered as those risky tenants. Why is it? Well, Polish law is really on your side as a tenant. And this is one of those solutions to the problem of evictions in this matter. That it... How to say it, not offend anyone in the first video. Well, simply by protecting people so much, it caused the situation that actually protects fraudsters and makes the system horrible for regular honest people, because fraudsters still manage to avoid all those issues. It's they still manage to rent flats and later don't pay for them. They still manage to... Actually, it's not that they manage to avoid those things. The system was created in a goodwill to help people with evictions, mass evictions done by evil landlords, and yes, that is a thing, obviously. But this solution actually harms more people than it protects, and it's on both sides. For certain types of tenants, foreigners are one of them, like I said. This, I want to say new law, but it's not necessarily that new. This law makes it harder for you to rent a place because you're considered as risky, that you will either not pay, and well, if you won't pay, how they will get money if you're not an EU citizen? Same with single mothers. You cannot it's almost impossible to evict a single mother or anyone anywhere where there is a child. It's almost impossible to evict them. So it all causes a problem. Solution to a minor problem caused a bigger problem. That's the best way to say it. And you are one of the victims of it. You and landlords, an honest landlord, the one that wouldn't have anything against renting to foreigner if eviction would be easy, now tries to avoid any risk. Because yes, that's true, you can move in, don't pay, they need to keep paying for media, eviction will take years. You know, difficult situation for both ends, on both ends. But it is what it is. We cannot necessarily change it. And it doesn't seem like it will be changing anytime soon. Another thing is, if you want to live in something bigger than 20 square meters, then good luck. I'm lucky enough that I have apartment in Warsaw. That's definitely not 20 square meters. But I see those offers with our clients. We're looking for something for them. And genuinely, if you have budget below like 3,500 a month, which, by the way, this is important to note that just last year, that was not much less than the minimal salary. So, how is a person working on minimal salary in Warsaw, and how you're supposed to afford any comfortable place to live in if your whole salary is taken by it? But it's not that, okay, so rent smaller one. But it's not like smaller place will make you pay 2,000 in Warsaw. No. Smaller place will be 2.8. And deal with it. Like, this is a situation that is really difficult for both Polish people, for foreigners. The law is against landlords. We have a situation where it's awful for everyone, and no one can come up with any reasonable solution. Because look, okay, some will say like, oh, then maybe we should have some government programs. During the recent campaign, obviously, as you know, there was a power shift in Poland from conservative to more progressive parties. A coalition won the election, have majority. They were talking before the election about making some real estate programs helping tenants. Some of them come up with idea of giving all tenants 600 PLN a month. Well, everyone knows that this solution would help on paper and in first month. Yeah. Later we would have a problem because your rent would be 600 PLN more. Who could have expected that? So there was a name going around the landlord community that it's Landlord Plus program. And yeah, that name is fairly accurate actually. Same goes with mortgage programs. Well, didn't really help with prices of apartments. Didn't really add anything. Just made prices higher. But yeah, if someone managed to buy a flat in this program, well, you didn't, but that's a different case. If someone managed to get their flat, that was a good deal. Now there will be a similar program, but yet, again, it won't help the rent market in any way. Or also depends how you look on it, because yes, it might free up some amount of flats, yeah, because people will buy their own. But it will be a very insignificant amount of people compared to the scale of problem that we have. Okay, and now we're in the section of this video, because I said that it won't be just purely informative, and it isn't, and you can clearly see that it's chaotic, it's my opinion on the world. Well, I will always try to sneak in some of the info content to our videos, because you might think that you cannot find apartment because no one wants to rent to foreigners, or you cannot find any apartments that are cheaper, or all apartments that you see are 20 square meters and cost 3,000. But that's not necessarily true. Well, yeah, the prices are fairly true, sadly. But what is very important is where you look for those flats. I know for a fact, website, for example, Pepe Housing, which is by default in English. Many of you would go there, try to find apartment. There is this fee. I don't know how many percent. I believe it's like 15, 20%, something like that of your first month of booking. And you can like book it similar to Airbnb. And yes, while it seems super comfortable, everything is in English. While it seems cool that everything is in English, you go to other websites and you can find the same apartments much cheaper. And yeah, probably most of you know that you can find apartments on Facebook. If you watched our first video on the channel, which is how to rent apartment in Poland in 2024, you've seen that I said that Facebook isn't the best place. But Facebook isn't the best place if you're renting apartments from abroad. If you are here in Warsaw, you have some amount of safety while renting via Facebook. Well, the same amount of safety as if you would by going to OLX or Rotterdam. You see flat, you call, you go, you see you are on the viewing, sign the contract, pay the deposit, move in, yeah? So very typical way of renting apartment. try to ask around on groups. And I don't mean the groups for foreigners. Well, yeah, sure, there is this bulk publishing on groups. You can ask on those groups, but don't limit yourself to them. Go to Polish groups, put like keyword wynajem. You have it here if you want to type it down. Put in wynajem and you will see like lots and lots of groups. And their flats seem to be more affordable sometimes. If you put, oh, my name is this and this, I do this and this, and I live here and I want a flat here, there will be someone who will ask you to send them a private message. But yeah, don't send any money in advance if you're already here, and don't rent through Facebook if you're still not in Poland. Then definitely don't do that. Because you will most likely get scammed. Actually, never pay to anyone but company. Like I said in the video that I mentioned. Where else you can look for a flat? Like I said, Autodom and OLX, definitely biggest places to look for. Places to look for at are Autodom and OLX. Those are actually both OLX. Just on OLX you can also buy a drill, and on Autodom you can just buy a flat. That's the only difference. So if you see announcement both here and there, and also if you go on OLX and you sometimes click on the announcement, it will automatically send you to Autodom. That's because it's pretty much the same website. You can look there. Are there any other places? And yes, I have one. Okay, this will be kind of this might hurt this company. This might hurt our business if I tell you that, but there is a very good website if you want to rent a room. Go to flutter.pl. Here you have the name. And if you're renting, the name is misleading though. It says Flutter, it's mostly not flats, it's mostly rooms. If you want to rent a room, go to Flutter, and you can even filter them out for when they will be available. And it shows you, for example, with some property managers, because property managers use this website only. You can go to the website and put from when you need to rent until when you need to rent. It will show you the price if you rent for 12 months, 10 months, half a year, things like that. Those are like presets by the creator of the announcement. And property managers are very likely to rent to you. Sometimes they might say no, but it's more often about this certain flat or this certain room, more than their personal thoughts on renting to foreigners. So if they won't rent you this particular room, ask if they would be willing to rent you another one, and they probably will. Sometimes owners of the flats that they manage, they are against, just to again eliminate the risk. So always ask them if they don't want to rent to you this particular room. Ask about different ones. And yes, also on Flutter you can find studios. So if you want to rent a studio, especially the small one, which is essentially a room with a bathroom most of the time and a kitchenette, then you should probably check out Flutter. If you're looking for a bigger apartment, then Autodom and OLX. And Facebook is good for everything, just don't pay in advance to anyone. And don't get convinced in messages on Messenger to send anyone any money. Don't do that. You will never see that money again. I said property managers. Okay, so I have a news for you. Today was first episode of this new series, which is simply my mind flow about certain topic, which, yes, they will be chaotic like that always. I just speak like that. Yeah, that's how it will always look. but we'll have another new series for you. We want to start making interviews with important people that you might meet in your life as an international student in Poland. People who have something cool to say about property studying in Poland and any sort of legal issues that you might come into. Next week, we're gonna have a first interview. This interview will be hosted with a property manager. So the topic that we talked about today is closely related to what we're gonna be talking with this property manager and what you can take from it for you, because why would you watch it if there is no purpose for you? The purpose for you, you will learn about mistakes that many foreigners make during, whether it's apartment search or the renting period. You will learn how to differentiate property manager from a real estate agent. You will learn why renting through a property management company is a good idea for you, what it can give to you, because yes, everyone knows what it gives to owners of property. It gives them the safety, it saves them time mostly, but what it gives you? Is there any benefit? Should you go to property managers to help you rent an apartment? We, for example, work with countless property managers, so if you're renting apartment with us, it will most likely come, actually, if you rent a room with us, it will most likely come from a property manager. With apartment, it's more of 50-50. So yes, next week on Wednesday at 7 p.m, you will have a chance to meet experienced property manager that will tell you everything you need to know, everything you need and should know. Okay, so let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video like today. Like I said, I will be posting them. I don't care if you like them or not, I will be posting it. You might just not watch it. Probably no one will watch it even now, so what's the difference? But yeah, I will be posting them. I will not tell you how often. It will be always a surprise. Those will come from 3 reasons. Something important happens, we don't have time to come up with another idea, or I feel like I want to talk to you about something. So yeah, this will be it from this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Maybe if you would have any questions, we put them in the comments. If you need any help from us, whether it's studying in Poland, renting apartment or a room like we talked today, or getting temporary residence card as a student in Poland, get in touch with us. All the details are in the description. And what? See you next week. Bye bye.